The man was begging by the roadside. The girl kindly gave the man $300, but just as the girl was about to leave in a hurry, the man stopped her, not allowing her to leave. The girl thought the man disliked the money for being too little, but she never expected the man would actually say that he could make one of her dreams come true. The girl thought the man was just bragging, because right now his identity was nothing more than a ragged beggar. But what she didn't know was that being a beggar was just his disguise. His true identity was actually the greatest doctor in the world. Any incurable disease was no problem in his eyes. And the reason he did this was only to find someone with a truly kind heart. So after the girl gave him $300, the man told her that he could grant her any wish, including making her the most dazzling woman in the world. But none of this mattered to the girl, because she came out only to look for someone who could save her sister. Just a moment ago, the girl's sister, Selena, suddenly fell ill and fell into a coma. Even though her father had already hired James, the world's second-best doctor, he still failed to cure her. The girl was very worried about her sister, so she went out and told everyone, promising that whoever could cure Selena, she would marry him. But unexpectedly, it only attracted harassment from thugs. The girl felt disappointed, but on her way home, she ran into the man. The girl had no other choice, so holding on to a bit of hope, she told the man that all she wanted was for her sister's illness to be cured. But she never expected the man would actually say that he could cure Selena's illness. Later, through magic, he learned that Selena was about to lose her life. The man immediately used magic to teleport, bringing the girl straight back home. Meanwhile, at the girl's home, her father had already invited many doctors, but none of them could cure her sister. Just as her father was losing hope, one of the doctors, John, told him that the only one who could save her now was the legendary greatest doctor. Even so, her father still felt helpless, because no one had ever seen that doctor before. He had no idea how to invite him to treat his daughter, but just then, the girl brought the man home. She excitedly told her father that the man could cure her sister because he had powerful magic, but her father didn't believe it at all, because the man's clothes were far too ragged. He looked exactly like a beggar. How could he possibly heal and save people? The father even thought the man had tricked his daughter and ordered the guards to throw him out. Just as the guards were about to act, the butler, Ike, stopped the father in time. He told him that no one could cure Selena's illness now, and since the man was so confident, maybe he really had a way to save Selena. Although her father didn't believe the man, he truly had no other choice now. For Selena's sake, he allowed the man to treat her. So under her father's doubtful gaze, the man walked to Selena's side. To the father's shock, the man just glanced at her and instantly saw what none of the doctors had been able to discover. The man told the father that Selena had both heart disease and ALS. It was the simultaneous onset of both conditions that had caused her sudden coma. Then he told her father to prepare 45-degree hot water, because he was about to treat Selena. The man's actions left the father deeply shocked. He hadn't expected the man to really diagnose the illness. This undoubtedly gave the father a glimmer of hope. So even though he still doubted the man's medical skills, for the sake of that one hope that Selena's condition might improve, the father followed the man's instructions and went to prepare. But just then, James suddenly burst out laughing at the man, because he believed that after treating so many patients, he had never heard of such a strange illness. So he concluded that the man must be lying. He even provoked in front of the father, saying the man wanted the hot water not to treat Selena, but to take a bath himself. James's behavior completely enraged the man. His arrogant attitude made the man furious. He immediately taught James a lesson. Just with a single pat of his hand on James, a burst of magic suddenly appeared from his palm. But James couldn't see the magic. Even knowing the man was angry, he wasn't afraid at all and kept mocking him. But the very next second, under everyone's shocked gaze, James suddenly collapsed to the ground, unconscious. Until John confidently said that he could immediately cure James, everyone finally felt relieved. But unexpectedly, no matter how John used his magic to treat him, James still didn't wake up. It wasn't until then that everyone was shocked by the man's true power. The father immediately asked the man to begin treating Selena. The man noticed Selena's condition worsening and directly picked her up, taking her to the treatment room. Her father wanted to follow, but the man blocked him outside. He warned her father not to enter, then shut the door. Because he couldn't see the man's treatment, the father grew very anxious. John, humiliated by the man, was resentful toward him and deliberately provoked the father, saying the man was just a beggar being alone with his daughter and would definitely take advantage of her. John's words made the father even more worried. Then, upon learning from his daughter that the man was someone she had just randomly met on the roadside, his anxiety deepened. He feared the man would harm Selena, so he ignored the man's warning and pushed the door open, ready to rush inside.